Hello, welcome to another episode of Overcoming Addiction Through Secular Means. Before we get started, I began to use a disclaimer, a warning at the beginning of my episodes, letting you know that I am not a licensed therapist or any type of professional. The only thing I can do is share my personal experiences that I've encountered with CHS, cannabis hyperemesis syndrome. That, and I can share tips on how I'm battling my own addiction personally. I have a theory that the only way we can ever overcome addiction is not through God or through faith. It's to realize that all we have is the present moment. The past and the future don't exist. The past and the future are labels that humans use on events that have happened prior or events that are to come. The past is nothing but a memory, and eventually memories fade. The future is something that we anticipate, and once it arrives, it's once again the present. Approach overcoming addiction with this carefree mentality. I feel that if you face it with a lot of self discipline, as I have in the past, you may eventually fail. Simplify it and don't take it so seriously because life is insignificant, anyways. Eventually, even the sun will fade. Something else that I would like to suggest is that you move to a small, quiet town with less stress and where you can encounter less people. I personally am a huge people person and I'm a conversationalist. I love talking to people and getting to know them. But while you're detoxing, I advise you to sort of try to keep your distance away from them and take the time and connect with those who are close to you, who are around you. Another thing too that I want to recommend is try to avoid social media. Now, I feel that social media sometimes it brings out the worst in people. Um, you know, you're basically what you're doing is you're reading people's thoughts from miles away, and when someone is miles away, it's much easier for them to express aggression or insult you because they're in the comfort of their own home. If your belief system doesn't have a strong foundation and it's very vague and it's all over the place, I think it's easy for a person to become derailed from their original mission. What you want to do during the first initial days of your detoxification is try to avoid conflict and confrontation. I'd also like to suggest that you do a little research and practice meditation. During the days of your detoxification, don't only take the time to reflect, but take the time to get a little educated. Now, I know what you're thinking, that I sort of contradict myself because here I am on social media uh, and broadcasting myself, and I'm over here telling you guys to avoid it because really I that is my goal. My goal is that eventually you won't need my channel or you won't need channels similar to mine. I feel like eventually you will become independent and you will no longer require my assistance or the assistance of anybody else. My goal is not to get you to watch. My goal is to get you to stop watching and for you to be able to do things on your own. There's no one size fits all when it comes to addiction, and that's why I feel that um, groups like Marijuana Anonymous can be a little bit dangerous. The other day I was on Google, and this is totally off topic, but the other day I was talking to, well, not talking because I'm typing words on a screen where I'm not actually, um, my voice isn't traveling, and someone's not physically processing the words that I'm physically espousing. The other day I was on Google Gemini, and I asked it a question. I asked it how many deaths are related to marijuana, and it says that what's very interesting about Google AI is that um, I don't know. I feel like there's sort of like insincerity there because it claims that up to this day there has been zero deaths related to marijuana. Yet, if you ask it how many deaths are related to CHS, cannabis hyperemesis syndrome, it says that there has been a total of 8 deaths till this day. But CHS, cannabis hyperemesis syndrome, stems from marijuana use. It stems from abusing marijuana. Well, I can't be too sure about all that because in the research that I've done, there's some users that claim that they've only used marijuana once and immediately get CHS, while there's others that it'll take years. There's really no set time period. I feel like CHS can just lurk its ugly head at any moment. That's one of the reasons that I think that they should have some kind of disclaimer or a warning at these dispensaries, but they don't. A lot of people will deny that marijuana is harmful. They won't admit that CHS is a real thing. So yes, I know that this episode is very short and simple, but this is my whole point. This is what the whole point that I'm trying to drive across is that all of this is very simple. It's very easy to combat. It's not very complicated. You don't need a temple or a cathedral or the most brilliant psychiatrist or a therapist. You could do it all on your own. Just live in the moment and forget the past and forget the future and just focus on what you're doing right now and practice some mindfulness and start training your mind with meditation. I would do meditation sessions. First, I would start off with 3 minutes at a time. Now, slowly, I've built up to about 10 minutes. And I find that meditation has benefited me a lot. The best way that I could describe it, it's sort of like a savings account. Well, not even like a savings account, maybe like one of those piggy banks, those old fashioned ceramic piggy banks where you make an investment. What you do is you put a little change at a time. Um, you take short intervals of meditation, and by the time you know it, your piggy bank is full. But that's all I have for today, and I don't want to wish you luck because only a bad salesman needs luck. And you know, time, even though it doesn't exist, is on your side. And I know that you're gonna do well, and I know that you're gonna be successful. And I know that all of this is wishful thinking, but that's like Henry Thoreau said, simplify.
Whoops, you know what the music means. Our time is up.